This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, and pipelines with build and libraries, task group, deployment groups, and also Azure artifacts. Okay, now today's class we are going to discuss about release pipeline. Okay, first of all, why we need to use release pipeline? Because we know, right, CI pipeline, what is the use of continuous integration pipeline? Because whenever the developers are committing the changes to repository, our build pipeline or CI pipeline will take the latest changes from the Azure repos. It will compile that solution. It will compile that solution and it will generate the required artifacts. That is from build pipeline. I'm talking about everything from build pipeline. Then what is the use of a release pipeline? Whatever the artifacts we are getting, right? We need to attach these artifacts in the release pipeline. Then we need to create the infrastructure. Create the infrastructure. Infrastructure అంటే ఏంటి? Web apps కానీ, function app కానీ, SQL server కానీ, we need to create. Top of that, we need to deploy our artifacts. Artifacts deployment.
Record on.
Yes, Singraya. Any doubts?
No sir, recording on చేశారండి.
On చేశాను. Yes. Yeah, release pipeline. Okay, what I am going to do is, let me go ahead and create a new release pipeline. Okay, I have new release pipeline. Click on this. I'm selecting empty job. Okay, or you can select app service. Based on your project requirement, which service you are going for deployment. Okay, going for deployment for function app, search for function app. Okay, search for function app. This is a function apps. If you want doing the deployment for database, you can search for SQL database. Okay, database. Or if you are not able to find anything, right, just go ahead and create empty job first. Okay, let me go ahead and create empty job. I'm giving the stage called dev. Okay, dev environment. Okay, click on answer. Now I have created the stage called dev. Inside the job, I don't have any pipelines yet. If you observe it, right, you don't have any tasks to the deployment. Just go to pipelines. Okay, in this pipeline, first I will attach my artifacts. Where I'm going to get these attachments, the artifacts I'm going to get from my build pipeline. Okay, go to build pipeline, add the source, CAR development, anything is project requirement, but just add. Okay, I have added my build pipeline. Okay, or you can, if you don't want to go with this one, you need to change this. Okay, go ahead and delete. Okay, just add the artifacts. Me project requirement prakaram ఏ artifacts అయితే suitable అనుకున్నావో artifacts add చేయాలి. మీ ఇష్టం అది. Okay, add చేసుకోవచ్చు, delete చేసుకోవచ్చు based on your requirement. Okay, just I'm adding my artifacts. Inside my stage, I'm using only one stage. Okay, dev stage. Inside this dev stage, let me add a new task called app service deployment. Suppose I'm doing app service deployment. Okay, Azure app service deployment. App service deployment. After that also you can able to search. Okay, that is the reason I'm using Azure app service deployment. Just add it. Okay, here you can able to, I told you right yesterday's class, we need to establish the connection. We have different ways you can able to establish. Under project settings, there is an option called service connection. Inside this service connection, we have selected Azure Resource Manager connection. Here we have 4 types of which you can establish the connection. The first way is automatic, Azure Resource Manager with automatic, manual, manage identity, and final this is called publish profile. Okay, we have seen in the last class. If you have told it, we have discussed this all about last class. Okay, service connection, ARM template, automatic deployment, manual configuration, manage identity, publish profile. We have seen last class. Okay, now we have established the connection, right? Automatic, you are able to see the deployment connection. How you got it? Go to project settings, service connection, click on Azure Resource Managers. There you need to establish the connection to Azure DevOps to Azure. Okay, just you need to provide your Azure portal credentials. Okay, once that is done, now you need to select your app service name. Okay, I have created one app service in Azure, Karthik01. Okay, then I am selecting my zip package. Okay, which zip package, which I got generated from the Azure DevOps. I need to select that artifacts and click on OK. And finally, you need to save. That's it. Okay, now go ahead and create a release. Now, if Azure portal, right, you have created the app service name called Karthik01 something in the last class. Same app service, I am deploying my application. Okay, go to app services. Okay, Karthik01. Okay, in this app service, I am going to go ahead and deploying my application. Okay, just select the dev. Okay, select the dev, click on create. By automatically it will do the deployment. No need to worry about it. Okay, once you created the release, it will deploy automatically. Just click on deploy. Okay, now the job is queued. Because when you run the job, right, it will fail because we know what is the reason and all. No need to discuss every time, right? Because we know clearly what is the reason for this failure. Okay, I don't know, like just go ahead and add my pipeline. Okay, now here add jobs. I need to change my agent name called Karthik01 and click on save. If I want to get this job successfully running, what I need to do? I need to run the config.cmd. Okay, run run.cmd. Go to downloads. Go to agent. You need to run this. Otherwise, your agent will not get online. Once this agent is available, then go ahead and deploy your application. Okay. Now let me agent is available. Let's see. It will take some time. Yeah, scanning your capabilities. Just meanwhile, go ahead and create a release. Okay, create release to. Yeah, its release is queued, waiting for agent. Once the agent got available, you can able to see agent running. First, it will scan your tools which is installed in this local agent. Okay, once that is done, it will connect to server, listening for the job. Now, agent is ready. Okay, now it will start the job. Now, agent job currently running. Okay, we're able to see this is my agent job. If you agent job, okay, if you refresh it, it will start the deployment. Okay, now the deployment is downloaded. Okay, initializing the job with the agent pool name is Karthik, agent name is DevOps. Okay. Now it will downloading the artifacts from where build the pipeline. See first, it will download the artifacts. You come here. If you open this folder, if you go to agent location, which is downloaded, okay, go to downloads, your agent name, your working directory, your R2 folder got created, a folder, it will download all the required package. Okay, it will download all the required artifacts. If you observe it right, CA, it will download all the packages. Okay, just now it's downloaded. Okay, you're able to see download is completed. Now it will take this zip package, it will do the deployment. ఎక్కడికి ఏ యాప్ లోకి కార్తిక్ 01 అనే యాప్ సర్వీస్ లోకి it will do the deployment. This is called continuous integration and continuous deployment. And artifact generated, we are taking those artifacts and deploying here. CD. Okay. Now I want to show you one more thing. Do the deployment once that is done. Now connecting to your server for application deployment. Now see overall total 2 changes. Okay, 2 files are updated. Okay, now it's doing the deployment done. Now successfully updated to the app service configuration. Finally, it will done the deployment successfully deployed. Okay, if you open this app service, you browse this app service, you can launch your application successfully. If you click on this URL, app service URL, if you open this URL, it will open your application. Which application? Just now we last class we have created like one application in my local, right? Guttunda, that is called Precision, I guess. Precision or ASP.NET, we deployed application. The same application I have deployed in my Azure App Service. Okay. Remember, this application I have tested my local. Now I have deployed into my server. If I given this URL to you as well, you can able to launch this application. You guys also can able to browse this application if you browse it. Okay. Now also I want to highlight in one point. Okay. Till now the infrastructure is exists. Now top of that infrastructure I have deployed my artifacts. Now there is a scenario, we don't have any infrastructure exist. We need to create the infrastructure. Top of this infrastructure I want to do the deployment. Deploy my application. Okay, how we are going to do that? Till now any doubts guys? For first process, with existing infrastructure I have deployed. Existing infra I have deployed my application. Now the second scenario is infrastructure is not there. Now I am going for deployment. Okay, this is a very, very important scenario we are going to discuss now. Any doubts till now? Go to release pipeline, just edit my release and also name it as Precision CD pipeline. This is called CD, continuous deployment. Okay. Now I want to add one more thing here. Instead of existing infrastructure, I want to add one more infrastructure. You can use Azure CLI. Azure CLI. Okay, Azure CLI. Because Azure modules will change, I'll tell you Azure CLI how you are going to implement. Okay. Sir, Azure CLI, how we are going to return this Azure CLI? Okay, simple. Go to Google. మీకు తెలియనప్పుడు ఎలా చేయాలి సార్ Azure CLI నాకు అసలు తెలియదు కదా Azure CLI web app create అంతే just web app create. I want to create a web app. Okay, you need to select this web app. Okay, you need to use the command called create. ఎక్కడ ఉంది చూడండి create. Control F create. Control F create. Create on the config backup. Okay, SSL create. Okay, Azure web app create. By using this command, we need to create. ఏమేం కావాలి క్రియేట్ చేయాలి అంటే one by one. Okay, okay, Windows Notepad. command to create agent web app create ఏమేం కావాలి web app name క్రియేట్ చేయాలంటే web app name కావాలి నెక్స్ట్ ఆ ప్లాన్ కావాలి నెక్స్ట్ ఏ రిసోర్స్ గ్రూప్ కావాలి ఓకే మిగిలినది మ్యాండేటరీ కాదు మిగిలిన మ్యాండేటరీ కాదు డిప్లాయ్మెంట్ స్లాట్స్ పెట్టుకుంటే రాకలేదు మిగిలిన మ్యాండేటరీ అయితే కాదు ఓకే if you want to provide the subscription you can go ahead and provide the subscription and the only 3 mandatory parameters are there. Now I want to create a name with Suresh 01 is my app service name. App service plan, if I want to use existing app service plan, yella go to Edu portal, search for app service plan. Okay, search for app service plan. Okay, app service plans. Okay, click on it. If you go ahead and create, right, you can go ahead and create new app service plan, or you can go ahead and use the existing app service. Now I'm using this app service plan. Okay, existing app service plan I'm using. Okay, resource group name. Resource group name create under not your. Anything is fine. Okay, in the single quote you can use not your. Okay, if you extend it, you are able to see the name. Azure web app creation web app name. Which is app service plan you are creating the web app. What is the resource? That's it. Just copy this. You go to Azure portal. Azure DevOps portal, go to PowerShell. You need to establish the connection first, deployment connection. Now, script type PowerShell, or you can use Azure PowerShell core or batch PowerShell core. Script path you can use, or inline script, the guy paste the script. No need to worry. Okay, understood? Just save it and ఏ యాప్స్ ని క్రియేట్ చేస్తున్నావు సురేష్ 01 అనే యాప్ సర్వీస్ ని క్రియేట్ చేస్తున్నావు ఓకే నౌ యు గో టు కార్తిక్ ఇన్స్టెడ్ ఆఫ్ కార్తిక్ వాట్ యు నీడ్ టు డు యు నీడ్ టు యూస్ సురేష్ 01 దట్స్ ఇట్ జస్ట్ సేవ్ హియర్ ఐ యామ్ క్రియేటింగ్ ద ఇన్ఫ్రాస్ట్రక్చర్ whichever I am creating the infrastructure I am doing the deployment to my application okay that's the way you can go ahead and create otherwise if you want to create a build pipeline let's see let me go ahead and create a okay automatic trigger రావాలి కదా automatic trigger జరగాలి అన్నప్పుడు we'll go to Karthik readme file just I'll add my readme file name అంటే బిల్డ్ పైప్లైన్ లో ఆ సిఐ ఎనేబుల్ లో ఉండాలి మర్చిపోకండి అది కూడా ఇంపార్టెంట్ సిఐ లోకి వెళ్ళి సిఐ పైప్లైన్ లో ఫస్ట్ ఆ అనేబుల్ కంటిన్యూస్ ఇంటిగ్రేషన్ అనే చెక్ బాక్స్ అనేబుల్ లో ఉంటేనే నీ కంటిన్యూస్ డిప్లాయ్మెంట్ జరిగింది లేకపోతే జరగదు ఓకే అనేబుల్ లో లేదు కదా సేవ్ చేయి సేవ్ అలాగే రిలీజ్ పైప్లైన్ లో కంటిన్యూస్ డిప్లాయ్మెంట్ జరగాలి అంటే ఏముండాలి చెప్పాలి ఇక్కడ చెక్ బాక్స్ అనేబుల్ లో ఉండాలి అనేబుల్ కంటిన్యూస్ డిప్లాయ్మెంట్ సేమ్ okay what I am going to do is I am going to Azure repos okay let me add my readme file just adding some more components okay this here is CA whenever I am committing the changes if you observe it right just commit okay now successfully committed now if you go to pipeline the build is automatically triggered now build is successfully running once the build is successful what happened immediately it will deploy the release pipeline okay I haven't triggered anything manually here everything is automatic now the job is currently running if you refresh you are able to agent job currently running if it is not running means you need to check something is wrong okay if you observe it right the pool name is Karthik means it will run it is damn sure it will run because it's waiting for agent okay another agent job got succeeded okay you observe it right another agent got started now downloading the required artifacts it will download everything here okay I don't want to use this space it will use one folder I guess one folder or second folder I'm not sure which one of the folder it will use I think this is the folder it will use if you see the dates April 28th we go to second folder also let me go to S folder yeah I think this is the one first folder if you see the dates right April 28th now basically it will change the dates okay now if you observe it right now agent job currently running now what happened it will do the your application deployment to download the required tasks. It will take some time. Once build got successful, immediately release pipeline will trigger. It will create the infrastructure. Top of that infrastructure, it will deploy your application. Meanwhile, we need to wait for some time to build and compile your solution file. Yeah, it is initializing. You see the observed dates, right? May 3rd. Just now it's updated something. Okay. You observed, right? May 3rd. Now it's modified some of the folders inside this bin folder. Okay. Now it is restoring your project references. Once that is done, it will build, it will test run your assemblies, publish artifacts, then it will automatically trigger the release pipeline. Now it is building the solution. Building at end, it will compile the solution file and generating the required artifacts. Adding means it's adding to your zip package. Don't worry. Why adding file means it is adding to your zip package. Okay, build successful. It will run the test cases. That's fine. Test assembly success. Finally, it will download the artifacts in a folder. Okay. If you go here, if you go to A folder, it will download the required artifacts. Okay, that is called drop. Okay. Up folder R2, A folder, A, drop. Let me delete all the folders. Delete. The build is successful. If you go to release pipeline, by default it will run. Okay. Now currently release 3 is triggered. Now It is queued. You observe it, right? It is queued. Go to queued. Now currently it's running. Waiting for the agent. Okay, running the agent started. Currently this is running. This is queued. Waiting for running after finish. Time ಬರ್ತದೆ கொஞ்சம். The real time is running matter. Practicing, right? It's taking some time. We observe it, right? Release pipeline haven't done manually. It's automatically triggered by default, enabling continuous deployment trigger. ఇందా మనం enable చేసిన ఈ చెక్ బాక్స్. ఇక్కడ పైప్లైన్స్ లోకి వెళ్ళి ఇక్కడ ఆర్టిఫాక్ట్స్ లో సర్కిల్ ఉంటుంది. ఆ సర్కిల్ మీద we have enabled it. Okay. Here we have enabled it. Now currently currently old pipe, another pipeline. We have two jobs we have configured. Okay, that is a problem. Okay, in the release pipeline, if you observe in the release pipeline, I have created two pipelines. Old pipeline, currently old pipeline is running. Currently old pipeline. Once this is done, okay, whatever the task you are there, once this is done, you can able to go ahead and configure the same resizing. It's in queue currently. Because you need to see this pipeline need to be succeed because I have only one job currently running. Okay, once this is successful, we can able to see the pipeline running here. PowerShell task for what? Just hello world message anukuntedi. Just here hello world message. Okay, this is not our exact pipeline. This is for Karthik pipeline. See, this is for Karthik 01 pipeline. This is not our pipeline because if you observe it, right, in this pipeline also we have enabled the continuous deployment. If you edit it, if you enable this checkbox, right, I enable it. That is the reason it's taking these artifacts. Okay, go to, once this is successful, we will go to CD and we will wait for success. Currently old pipeline currently running. Once that is successful, it will start this pipeline. Please check. Yeah, now if you observe it, right, start a new job. Okay, precise in currently job is running, another job is running. Okay, you go to Azure portal, you go to home, go to app services. We don't have any app service name called Suresh 01. Okay, we need to wait for release need to be successful. Okay, it's not a download the artifacts. If you observe it, right, it's not downloaded the artifacts. If we download the artifacts, then only it will go for the application deployment. Downloading the artifacts. Yeah, it is downloaded the artifacts. If you observe it, right, you can download the required artifacts. Okay, I don't want to use. Now downloading completed. Now finally it will execute in the Azure CLI PowerShell. Unable to locate the execute file PWS, please verify the each of the file existing content directory such as path. Okay. Now it's failed because it's known error. You observe it, right? Specific failed path error, unable to locate the executable file. Okay. That is the reason. We go to back to pipelines, go to edit the pipeline, go to this task, go to Azure PowerShell. You change this to PowerShell. Let's see. Save. That's it. No need to do any changes here. Save on queue. Save chesama. Go ahead and create a release. This is manual process. In progress. If you want to see the error also, you can able to download from the here. Go to R2, go to artifacts. You will get the error here. Okay, once the pipeline got failed, you will be able to see that exception here. Still connecting. If this time is also failing means I need to install the Azure CLI to my local first, my local laptop, because my local is acting as an agent. My local is acting as an agent. Wait for results. That's it. We need to wait for 10 Java need to be started. Take some time.
Sir.
Yes.
సార్ నార్మల్గా ఇప్పుడు మనం లోకల్ ఏజెంట్ ఒకటి క్రియేట్ చేస్తాం సార్ కదా సార్ ప్రాజెక్ట్ మామూలుగా సెల్ఫ్ హోస్టెడ్
అవును
సార్. ఆ ఏజెంట్ ని మనం నెక్స్ట్ ప్రాజెక్ట్ అంటే సేమ్ ఆర్గనైజేషన్ నెక్స్ట్ ప్రాజెక్ట్ యూజ్ చేసుకోవచ్చు సార్.
సేమ్ ఆర్గనైజేషన్ నెక్స్ట్ ప్రాజెక్ట్ అంటే ఇప్పుడు ఒక ఏజెంట్ జాబ్ కరెంట్ గా రన్ అవుతుంది అనుకో, దీన్ని ఎలా అసైన్ చేస్తావు? ఆల్రెడీ ఇది ఆక్యుపైడ్.
అంటే ఓకే సార్, ఇది ఆల్రెడీ ఇది కంప్లీట్ అయిపోయింది అనుకోండి సార్. ఒకసారి ఈ ప్రాజెక్ట్ లో దీన్ని యూజ్ చేసి మనం బిల్డ్ చేసాం కదా సార్. ఇది అయిపోయిన తర్వాత నెక్స్ట్ వేరే ప్రాజెక్ట్ క్రియేట్ చేసినప్పుడు సేమ్ ఆర్గనైజేషన్ లో సేమ్ ఈ ఏజెంట్ యూజ్ చేసుకోవచ్చు.
ఓకే, నువ్వేమంటున్నావు అంటే ఇదే ఆర్గనైజేషన్ లో ఇంకో ప్రాజెక్ట్ అంటున్నావు. సపోజ్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ నేను క్రియేట్ చేసి వచ్చిన ప్రాజెక్ట్ వచ్చేసి దిస్ వన్. ఓకే, సపోజ్ ఇంకొక ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ప్రాజెక్ట్ తీసుకో. సపోజ్ ఇది తీసుకుందాం, ఓఎంజీ లిమిటెడ్ అండ్ ఓఎంజీసీ లిమిటెడ్. ఓకే, నౌ గో టు ప్రాజెక్ట్ సెట్టింగ్స్. Okay, if you go to agent pools, now are you able to see any agent here? Karthik?
No sir.
You need to configure that agent again here.
We can add it, right?
No, project to project you cannot reuse the same agent here.
One too many, right sir? One agent, multiple projects, we can use it, right? No?
Yeah, one agent, multiple project, but different drives you need to install. Different drives. You cannot use the same drive for multiple projects. Understood, right? Previously I'm using different project, now I'm using different project. In this project, if you go to agent pool, right, I'm not able to see my agent here.
We can add it, right sir? We can add a pool, existing pool member, we can add it into this project.
You need to add agent with a different folder, not existing folder. Okay, understood?
I think like the Kiran question is like a one agent and for multiple project, can we use it or not? If I'm wrong, correct me, Kiran.
Yes, that's my question. That's my
right? Yeah. So if that is the case, sir, it's when we go to the agent pool for the another project, we have add pool option, right? There have see option existing pool you want to use or create a new agent. Not
see simple. I got the question actually. If you need to understand clearly, like I have an agent, you are asking like, can I use this agent for two projects? Example, I'm giving project 1, project. Is it possible? You guys tell me now. I have configured this agent in project 1. Now, can I go to project 2 and agent pool? I am able to see this agent in my project 2.
No, sir, we can't see that in the project though.
No, you cannot see. You cannot see because this agent belongs to my own project. I cannot reuse this for other projects. If you configure the same agent project also, because if you want to run as a services.msc, it will run in a one service. That's it, one single service. You cannot run the two service for single project 1 and project 2. We have only one service will run in the background. This service will already occupied for project 1. You cannot use for project 2.
Yes sir, got it sir.
Naveen, understood?
A little bit still not clear, sir, for me. The reason ప్రాజెక్ట్ ఏలో నేను ఏజెంట్ ఒక ఏజెంట్ పూల్ క్రియేట్ చేశాను, ఏజెంట్ క్రియేట్ చేశాను, ఒక బిల్డ్ అది వాడేశాను. ఓకే, నెక్స్ట్ ఏజెంట్ బి ప్రాజెక్ట్ బికి వెళ్ళిన తర్వాత సేమ్ థింగ్ నేను అదే ఏజెంట్ మెంబర్ ని నేను ఎగ్జిస్టింగ్ ఏజెంట్ పూల్ యాడ్ చేసుకుంటే నాకు చూపించింది, నేను యాడ్ చేసుకున్నాను. సో ఎందుకు చేయలేమనేది నాకు ఇంకా క్లియర్ కాలేదు.
ఇప్పుడు నువ్వు whenever you are configuring the self hosted agent, right? Whenever you are configuring the self hosted agent, there is an option called you want to run as a service.
Correct.
Have you seen this option?
Yes sir.
if you want to run as a service, right? The service is already running for one of the project already in the same agent.
So what, sir? If it is running for, it is not per particular project. It is strictly right, sir. It is as per other project also. It can create a W2 whatever folder and you can try it, sir. But I was I'm still thinking can one to many. I was under impression theoretical knowledge.
No, what I'm telling is I'm not restricting that you cannot able to create. If you enable this option, what I'm telling is if you don't want to run as a service, there is option yes or no. You remember?
Correct.
If you press yes, it will run as a service. There is no restriction to use yes or no. And means there is no compulsory to use yes. You can set no as well. It will work. Okay, understood?
But saying that it is like run as a service చేస్తే multiple వాడచ్చు అంటున్నారా సార్?
Yes, if you yes or no, you can use for multiple. There is no restriction at all. What I'm telling is, if you're running as a service, which service you want to suppose you have project 1 and project 2. Now suppose I don't want to use project 2 now. I want to disable this agent as well. Which service you want to stop?
Sir, if I'm like run as a agent, the service run అయింది అనుకోండి, మనం మల్టిపుల్ గా వాడచ్చు అంటున్నారు. కరెక్ట్ సార్?
అవును. ఇప్పుడు సపోజ్ నాకు ఏమనుకుంటున్నానంటే ఏజెంట్ ప్రాజెక్ట్ 2 నాకు అవసరం లేదు. ప్రాజెక్ట్ 2 లో ఏజెంట్స్ అన్ని డిజేబుల్ చేయాలనుకుంటున్నాను. అప్పుడు
ప్రాజెక్ట్ 2 లో ఉన్న ఏజెంట్స్ ని డిజేబుల్ చేయాలి అంటే if you are using for multi purpose then it is impact, right?
See, whenever you are using, simple answer. See, whenever you are using as a service, right, you cannot use for multiple project. There is a different options will be there. Suppose project 1, it's a old project. I want to decommission, I want to delete this project, I want to delete this all the agents, or I want to disable the agent. Now I am using the same agent for project 2. If I stop the service, it is going to work for project 2.
Got it.
Now what I'm telling, you can able to use this agent pool. I'm telling, right, you can able to use this agent for multiple project. There is, I'm not stopping that option. Okay, you can use, of course, 100% you can able to reusable for the same agent for multiple projects. I'm agree for that. The thing is, if you are thinking that you have 2 projects, you're using same agent, right? If you're thinking your customer want to disable this project and disable all the agents which is pointing to this project. Now what happened if you're using same agent, if you're running the same service for project 1 and project 2, if you stop this project services, it will affect for project 1 as well. That is the reason. If you mention while creating a agent, if you mentioned you want to run as a service, yes or no, if you mention no, this is useful for us. Understood?
Got it.
If you mention yes also, what is the advantages no and yes? The simple answer. See, if you plus yes means you can able to see the service currently running or not. You can able to troubleshoot. You have an option to get the troubleshoot, your issue is sort out, or you can restart the service, you can stop and start the service. But the disadvantage is if you mention no, right, you don't know what happening on the agent. You cannot able to see the what is the progress of agent because you are not running as a service. That is a disadvantage if you mention no. Got it? Or any doubts? Manohar, are you clear?
Sir, clear, sir. Clear, sir.
Naveen, are you clear now?
Yeah, clear, sir. I got it.
See, what I am telling is, if you are a virtual machine, you have C drive, D drive, E drive, F drive. You can go ahead and configure drive wise. You can go ahead and configure different agents, or folder wise. You can configure different agents. I'm not restricting anything. Okay, inside the C drive, create one folder called agent 1. agent 2, agent 3. Inside this agent, download the agent. Here, download the agent. Here, download the agent. Install. You have now 3 agents in the single VM. You can able to run multiple projects or multiple pipelines. You can able to run. I'm not restricting anything. I'm giving advantages and disadvantages if using services. Okay, clear? Now let me go to pipelines and see my release is currently running or not. Oh, release successfully. Oh, release got failed. Why it's got failed? We need to check. Oh, network connection is not good. Okay, I think this is not an issue. Let me read it. Because if you observe it, right, virtual machine network is not good. That is not an issue at all. Something is wrong with my agent. Okay, I need to. Now install the job. Let's see. Now first it's logged in. If you observe it, right, it is logged into my account. After that, it will go into creative or require. Okay, I think the parameter resource group name is wrong. Which resource group name? Go to create pipeline. Which resource group name? Chappa, which wrong is chama?
లొకేషన్ ఇచ్చాం సార్ అక్కడ నార్త్ యూరోప్ లొకేషన్ ఇచ్చాము అప్పుడు.
మరి రాంగ్ కదా, మరి చెప్పాలి కదా, మరి అబ్జర్వ్ చేసినప్పుడు. సింపుల్ టైం వేస్ట్ మనకి. మీరు అబ్జర్వ్ చేసినప్పుడు చెప్పాలా. Ola demo, Ola NA demo. So here, page to DevOps. Here we need to give your location name. Okay, అలాగే మర్చిపోయాను మీరు not required. Okay, just save. ఓకే సేవ్ అని మీరు ఇందాకే చెప్పాల్సింది మీరు అబ్జర్వ్ చేసినప్పుడు జస్ట్ చేసినట్టు అయిపోయింది. Go to logs, you will able to find the logs. Okay, we started the agent. First it will create the infrastructure. Okay, top of that infrastructure it will deploy your application. Identity portal. Now successfully deployed Azure App Service. Go to Azure portal, the App Service. Just refresh. You will be able to see the App Service. So there's 01. Now it is deploying your application.
సార్
Yes.
సార్ ఇప్పుడు మనం ఈ పైప్ లైన్స్ కానీ బ్రాంచెస్ కానీ అంటే మాన్యువల్ గా కాకుండా పవర్ షెల్ ద్వారా కానీ ఇవి జెన్కిన్స్ ద్వారా కానీ వీటి ద్వారా నేను క్రియేట్ చేయొచ్చా సార్?
మాన్యువల్ గా ఎక్కడ రన్ చేసావు? నీకు ఎక్కడ అనిపించింది మాన్యువల్ గా రన్ చేసినావని?
అంటే ఇక్కడ మామూలుగా మనం పైప్ లైన్స్ వచ్చి క్రియేట్ చేసుకుంటున్నాం కదా సార్, బ్రాంచెస్ కానీ పైప్ లైన్స్ కానీ.
సి అబ్జర్వ్, బిల్డ్ పైప్ లైన్ మాన్యువల్ గా రన్ చేశానా? బిల్డ్ పైప్ లైన్ మాన్యువల్ గా రన్ చేశానా మహేందర్?
నో సార్, నో సార్, నో సార్.
ఎస్ సార్, ఆటోమేటిక్ సార్.
ఆటోమేటిక్. మరి రిలీజ్ పైప్ లైన్ మాన్యువల్ గా ఫస్ట్ లో మాన్యువల్ గా రన్ చేశానా, ఆటోమేటిక్ గా రన్ చేశానా?
ఆటోమేటిక్ గా రన్ చేసి.
Why I'm doing manual, right? I'm facing some failures. I am testing myself first. If everything looks good, I will enable the continuous deployment. There is no manual process here. Okay. If you observe, if you enable this checkbox, there is no manual intervention at all. You go ahead and deploy your application. Simple. Okay. If you observe it right, no need to do anything. If you modified anything on the source repository, it will build, it will deploy. There is no manual intervention at all. Understood, Singaraya? We are not
Yes,
doing
yes,
any
sir.
manual process. We are not doing any because I want to troubleshoot in the release pipeline. That's why I'm doing some manual.
ఓకే, ఓకే సార్.
Okay, that's why I'm doing manual process. Okay, otherwise there is no manual intervention at all.
ఓకే సార్.
Okay.
ఓకే సార్.
If you done the committing the changes, right? If you done any changes in the readme file, okay, automatically it will do the deployment. If you observe it, right, I'm changing something here. Tomorrow class you can come and observe, it will create one more release pipeline. Okay, hash, I'm adding, I'm committing the changes. Okay, I'm not doing anything here manually. The pipeline, latest pipelines got triggered. CA. And automatically once the CA is completed, if you go to release pipeline, automatically this pipeline got triggered. Okay, I don't want to trigger this pipeline. That is the reason I want to disable this. Ela disable cheyali, ikkadiki vachesi you need to disable this. That's it. Okay, tomorrow we will see this pipeline status. Okay, CD pipeline currently it's taking release file. Okay, tomorrow if you came here, it will able to see release this as well. Now go to Edu portal, go to Suresh, you can land your application, you can load your application. Let's see. You click on this, the application is loaded here. This is called infrastructure as a code. Means infrastructure as a code ante enti? There is no infrastructure at all. You are creating infrastructure and deploying your application. That is called infrastructure as a code. Previously, first process, the infrastructure is already there in Azure. Just you deployed your application. Now, infrastructure we are creating, top of that we are deploying my application. This is the infrastructure as a code. Tomorrow class we will integrate with ARM templates. Okay, today's class we have seen like through PowerShell I have created my infrastructure, top of this I have deployed my application. Tomorrow's class we will integrate with ARM template, top of this ARM template we will deploy. ఏమంటారు ఈ ప్రాసెస్? గైస్ ఏ ప్రాసెస్ అంటారు దీన్ని?
It's deployment using
infrastructure as a code. Infrastructure as a code ante endi? On the fly lo I am going to create my infrastructure. Top of this infrastructure I am deploying my application. This process nantini emantaru?
infrastructure creating deployment.
Infrastructure as a code.
First one enti? Infrastructure is already existed. Top of this infrastructure we deployed. That is called Karthik 01 ane infrastructure already undi. I have deployed my application. Enti? Infrastructure ledu. Suresh, I have created it on the fly in the release itself. Top of this release I have deployed my artifacts. You understood? E process name antaru?
Yes, sir.
Infrastructure. Got it? Naveen, understood?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Tomorrow's class, what we are going to do? You are done till today class. You are done with PowerShell. Tomorrow with ARM template, how I am going to create this Suresh with the infrastructure using ARM template. Then how I am going to do the deployment. Okay. Tomorrow's class we will see. Any doubts in this class today, guys? Very easiest, I can say very easiest class today. Just I have deployed my artifact. That's it. Not more than we have discussed today. అంతేనా? ఏం డిస్కస్ చేస్తాం? జస్ట్ we have done the deployment, that's it. అంతే కదా? ఏమైనా చేసినాం ఇంకా ఎక్స్ట్రా? సో రిఫ్రెష్. రిలీజ్ 6 is also ready. ఫైన్. ఇంకా బిల్డ్ పైప్ లైన్ నడుస్తూనే ఉందంటుంది. యా, ఇంకా నడుస్తూనే ఉంది. వన్స్ దిస్ బిల్డ్ పైప్ లైన్ got succeeded, we'll able to see no changes to agent job. Build is running the build now. Once this is successful, release will be.
సో వన్స్ మన సోర్స్ కోడ్ ఆటోమేటిక్ గా అంతా బిల్డ్ అయిపోవడం, డిప్లాయ్ అయిపోవడం అంతా జరిగిపోతుంది సార్. ఒకసారి పైప్ లైన్
అంతా జరిగిపోతుంది కదా, మరి అదే కదా. ఇప్పుడు ఎగ్జాంపుల్ బిల్డ్ అయిపోతుంది కదా. వన్స్ బిల్డ్ is successful, what happen? Release will automatically deploy. No need to do anything.
ఆటోమేటిక్లీ రిలీజ్ ట్రిగ్గర్ అయిపోతుంది.
That is only for dev environment. Remember, that is only for dev environment. SIT, UAT, stage and production we'll discuss tomorrow's class. Just only dev loki deploy అవుతుంది, not for SIT, UAT, stage and production. I told you right, pre and post approvals ఉంటాయని చెప్పాను కదా ఫస్ట్ previous class లో. I'll give some inputs tomorrow's class, how we will move this release from one environment to another environment. Okay, now still build is going on. Now test assemblies. ఓవరాల్ టైం ఎంత పడుతుంది? 4 minutes. ఓవరాల్ టైం 4 minutes పట్టింది, అంతే కదా? 1 2 3 ఓవరాల్ కలిపి 4 minutes పట్టింది. బిల్ రన్ అవడానికి ఓవరాల్ 4 minutes. Once bill is successful, we will generate the required artifacts. Once the artifacts is ready, ఏమైతుంది? Once artifacts is ready అయినప్పుడు ఏమవుతుంది? It will do the deployment. ఎక్కడ కనిపిస్తుంది deployment? In the release.
సార్ వన్ మోర్ డౌట్ సార్.
Yes.
సార్ మామూలుగా మీరు గేటెడ్ బిల్డ్ గురించి చెప్పారు కదా సార్. గేటెడ్ బిల్డ్ నెక్స్ట్ నార్మల్ కంటిన్యూస్ ఇంటిగ్రేషన్ అని చెప్పారు కదా సార్. అంటే మనం ఎప్పుడైతే పుల్ రిక్వెస్ట్ చేసామో అప్పుడే గేటెడ్ బిల్డ్ రన్ అవుతుందని. ఇప్పుడు డైరెక్ట్ గా మనం కంటిన్యూస్ ఇంటిగ్రేషన్ బిల్డ్ తీసుకుంటేనే ఇప్పుడు గేటెడ్ బిల్డ్ అవసరం లేదు కదా సార్ మనకి.
అవసరం లేదు. బట్ రియల్ టైమ్ లో గేటెడ్ బిల్డ్ అనేది కంపల్సరీ. ఎందుకు? సోనార్ గేట్స్ వాలిడేషన్ కి.
ఓకే,
మర్చిపోకూడదు.
ఓకే, ఎస్ ఎస్ సార్.
అది వాలిడేట్ చేయకుండా కమిట్ చేస్తే ఏమైతుంది? బిస్కెట్ అవుతుంది ప్రాజెక్ట్.
అవునవును సార్. అంటే ఎట్లయినా మనం దాంట్లో కమిట్ చేసిన తర్వాత ఇంటిగ్రేట్ చేస్తాం కదా అని నేను అనుకున్నాను సార్. ఓకే సార్,
లేదు.
థ్యాంక్ యూ సార్.
ఓకే, మనం ఏం చేద్దాం? టుమారోస్ క్లాస్ లో ఆర్మ్ టెంప్లెట్ బేస్ మీద చూద్దాం. Okay guys, thanks for everyone. We'll meet you tomorrow and we'll discuss about remaining stuff.